Chairperson, esteemed President of the Democratic Republic, honorable members of the Constitutional Assembly, distinguished domestic and foreign guests, friends. On an occasion such as this, we should perhaps start from the beginning. So let me begin. I am an African. I am an African. I am an African. I owe my being to the hills and the valleys, the mountains and the glades, the rivers, the deserts, the trees, the flowers, the seas, and the ever-changing seasons that define the face of our native land. My body has frozen in our frosts and in our latter-day snows. It has thawed in the warmth of our sunshine and melted in the heat of the midday sun. The crack and the rumble of the summer thunders, lashed by startling lightning, have been a cause both of trembling and of hope. The dramatic shapes of the Drakensberg, the soil-colored waters of the Lekwa, Iqili noThukela, and the sense of the Kalahari have all been panels of the set of the natural stage on which we act out the foolish deeds of the theater of our day. At times and in fear, I have wondered whether I should concede equal citizenship of our country to the leopard and the lion, the elephant and the springbok, the hyena, the black mamba and the pestilential mosquito. A human presence among all these, a feature on the face of our native land thus defined. I know that none dare challenge me when I say, I am an African. I am an African. I owe my being to the Khoi and the San, whose desolate souls haunt the great expanses of the beautiful Cape. They who fell victim of the most merciless genocide our native land has ever seen. They who were the first to lose their lives in the struggle to defend our freedom and independence. And they who, as a people, perished in the result. Today, as a country, we keep an audible silence about these ancestors of the generation that live, fearful to admit the horror of a former deed, seeking to obliterate from our memories a cruel occurrence which in its remembering should teach us not and never to be inhuman again. I am informed of the migrants who left Europe to find a new home on our native land. Whatever their own actions, they remain still a part of me. In my veins courses the blood of the Malay slaves who came from the East. Their proud dignity informs my bearing, their culture a part of my essence. The stripes they bore on their bodies from the lash of the slave master are a reminder embossed on my consciousness of what should not be done. I am the grandchild of the warrior men and women that Hintsa and Sekhukhune led. The patriots that Cetshwayo and Phepu took to battle. The soldiers Moshoeshoe and Gungunyane taught never to dishonor the cause of freedom. My mind and my knowledge of myself is formed by the victories that are the jewels in our African crown. The victories we earned from Isandlwana to Khartoum, as Ethiopians, Ashanti of Ghana, and as the Bebas of the desert. I am the grandchild who lays fresh flowers on the Boer graves at St. Helena and Bahamas, who sees in the mind's eye and suffers the suffering of a simple peasant folk, death, concentration camps, destroyed homesteads, a dream ruins. I am the child of Nongqawuse. I am he who made it possible to trade in the world markets in diamonds, in gold, in the same food for which my stomach yearns. I come of those who were transported from India and China, whose being resided in the fact solely that they were able to provide physical labor. who taught me that we could both be at home and be foreign, who taught me that human existence itself demanded that freedom was a necessary condition for that human existence. Being part of all these people, and in the knowledge that none dare contest that assertion, I shall claim that I am an African, 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 that I am an African.